All right, now that you've got your own site, you know how it works, you love it, you want to get more licenses for your people. Now, probably up until this point, you've just purchased an individual license just by contacting Tableau, right, on this first page, most likely, right? Tableau Creator Buy Now. The other ways that this happens is I remember back then I would start a free trial and then a sales executive would come and contact you and be like, we saw you download it. Just want to give you some additional resources. If you want to purchase it, please get in touch and we'll facilitate the whole thing. I actually prefer that method. Tableau is extremely good at managing their clients. Extremely good. Like they've been taking care of me for near on 2 or 3 years now. And anything I ever need, they just take care of it and they're really good. And now let's say I have a single creator license. Now I want to kind of grow my organization. So if I go here to the Tableau page and I go products pricing, it's going to take me to this page here. And if I go for teams and organizations, right, let's let that open up. I think it's delayed. All right, here we go. Right, and let's say I'm going to use the fully hosted one by Tableau, so I can just click on that. Okay, or I can do the Tableau server, up to you. Right, it gives me the general pricing, some add-ons, which I'm not going to worry about at the moment. Right, this gives you some of the ideas of what each of the licenses can do. Right, okay, etc. And then if you look for, where's it here? Buy now. You click on this. Okay, and scroll down. Right, you can tell them how many you basically want. Right, if you want more than this, like you're going enterprise level, then instead contact them directly and be like, I'm from this company. Can we speak with an executive to facilitate the whole thing? And they will take care of the whole thing. That's when you're getting up to enterprise. But if you got a relatively small team and you're getting started, this is kind of the best way to go. Right, you pick however many you want, contact the billing. So you're going to get to that stage. They'll most likely send you an invoice or some sort of documentation. You pass that through your corporation, whoever's dealing with the financing, transfer the money, and they will send over the licenses to you. Now, the Tableau Online and the Tableau Desktop licenses are managed a little bit differently. This is where the customer portal kind of comes in, right? In Tableau Online, let me go back to my users, right? You're going to see this. So when you go to the users one, you're going to see this one here, right? And if I bought 50 licenses, it'll say 0 out of 50 because the Tableau Online or the Tableau Explorer, I guess I should call it, license keys are tied to your site, right? So I can actually see how many are in here. But the creators are a little bit different because they have license keys, right? You got to manage the product keys. So how do we do that? Well, you do it through the customer portal login. The way you do it is if I go to the Tableau main page, right? So the Tableau Online, it kind of self-manages. You add someone to the site or you can delete them and it clears up a user license, which again is very easy. It's just click here, remove, that's it. So it's really easy to add them in or out. The customer portal is a little bit different. So what I'm going to do is I took some screenshots of what it's going to look like. So let me go ahead and find those. All right. So the reason I've done it this way is because my current site has no users in it. So you're not going to really see anything, but I kind of want you to see what it's actually going to look like. So let's zoom in a bit. So when you go to the, oops, ooh, whoa, 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 far too much, right? So if you go to the main site and you sign in, right? And the main site is just the one we were looking at before. Then you're going to get this page and sign in. Following that, you're going to have a profile. Let's zoom in a bit. And you're going to see customer portal, right? Following that, you're going to get to this page. And in here, you're going to manage all your Tableau desktop product keys. Okay, and it's really important from day one you manage these keys correctly. And what I mean by that, make sure you update who's using the key, what their name is, what division they're from, as much information as you can, because then you can see, well, which keys are not being used, which ones are, who's still using it, who's not using it as much, which one can I free up. And especially if you're just starting off, every license key counts. You can't just have 10 that are sitting around doing nothing, right? Give them to the people who need it and take them away from the people who don't, right? So you're going to start with this page, right? The first page is really just kind of general information if you want to download products and all that. All right, so general information. You got some quick links here if you need to manage it. But again, a lot of this I usually do through my sales executive at Tableau, not mine, but the one who is kind of assigned to us and they take care of the whole thing. So the next one is the keys, right? In the keys, you're going to see every single license key that you purchase. I blurred it out, obviously, right? And in here, you're going to see who it's assigned to, who the username is, what email they're using, the last time they installed. And there's actually a lot more if you scroll to the right of things you can do. At the bottom, you can filter it so you can see just certain owners, you can see certain license keys, certain divisions, however you organize it, right? If we go to the next one, this is what you see when you're going to manage a key. So when you click on a license key, let's say this person has left the company, I want to reassign it, I want to give it to a new person, so I can come in here and I can see who it's currently set up for, right? I can see when they sold, when it was sold, when they logged in, who the owner is, the username, the passwords, how many times it's been reused. Because let's say this license key has been given to someone, they left, they gave it to someone new, they left. So you can see all of that. You can see all the product key histories. There's a lot of information here to really manage the usage. And let's say I want to modify it, then I would go edit key. Okay. Oops, hang on. I would go back. I would go edit key and it would basically be the same page, but I can edit it, right? Assign key, a little window comes up on the right and says, who do you want to assign it to? And then you can put a new email in for the new person, right? You can also unassign it. So let's say, someone has left, I don't want, and their laptop is now gone. I want to unassign the key so that laptop deactivates the product key. I can do that as well, okay? Now the next one is the renewals. So let's say, again, I don't really have to manage it from here. The executive does it. But if you really wanted to have a look, you can see all the payments that you've made, all the keys that you've purchased, right? And if you wanted to raise, what's this one? Sorry, the cases. If you're having a problem and you want to raise some sort of support ticket, you can do it through here. So depending on what you're doing, support, click there, and then if I go back a page, that ticket that you raise will appear here on my cases, right? So you can manage it, right? And then you have your account. Again, this is kind of more basic, how many of each license type you have, how many roles, right? And that is basically it. So those are kind of the two places you'll manage your keys and products and stuff. It's really simple, pretty self-explanatory. There's not really anything too crazy in there. And that is it for the license management. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.